Hi guys, hope you are well. I'm fine as you can see. I just decided to make this video today to let you know and to inform you and to tell you what to do when you just purchase your new decoder. You want to do the registration with DSTV. What do you need to do and what do you have to do? So I will advise you to follow me on this channel till the end so that we can enjoy and share together the way of doing a subscription to multi-choice depending in the country where you are and depending the town where you are. Thank you. I still advise you to stay tuned and subscribe. Subscribe on this channel because we got a lot of things to do in the future. Subscribe and give me a like, give me a pound so that we can share it together. Guys, thank you very much for all of you new and old people who have been with me. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Your HD decoder. You can see this your small HD decoder. This model is actually a 5S decoder. So it's very important that you know how to register your decoder. So today I'm going to explain to you how to connect your decoder, connect it, and how to do the subscription of your decoder. We understand that you have purchased your decoder. You did purchase your decoder from one of the store on your country. So after you purchase your decoder, you need to register the decoder to MultiChoice so that you can be able to view your picture according to your bouquet. So today I'm going to explain to you this model. This particular model, we got only one layout for the cable. So as you can see here, it's written LMB in. This LMB in is where you connect your signal. It can be universal cable, it can be a unique cable. So if you are using the smart LMB, it's gonna be a unique cable or ZCR. If you are using the single LMB universal one, it's going to be a universal cable. So your single cable need to be connected from here. So the layout from the wall with the short cable will be connected here, or the cable coming from the dish will be connected here. That is the first thing, is the white cable. So the white cable must go here. Now you got here the internet layout. This one, if you are using the internet, the future is actually not yet present to this model. And then we got another USB cable here. If you check very well, the USB cable is written 5 volt 500 milliamp. 5 volt 500 milliamp. This port can allow you to supply some device. You can charge your cell phone from there. So it's actually there to supply you 5 volts, which you can use it to supply a device. And we got a HDMI cable here. Obviously, this HDMI cable is to give you the high definition picture. We're gonna be able to supply your television if your television is compatible with HD. Most of LCD, plasma, LED is compatible, is working with HD cable. So we got next to it AV out. The AV out will be helping you to connect it on your AV port. On your TV you got AV option, so the AV option will be there for you to connect it to the old TV will still have AV. And finally we got our power supply input. The power supply input is a 12 volt 2M. So power supply input 12 volt 2M. You're gonna supply your decoder with the energy going to the electricity from here. So after doing this, after you put your power cord, power supply or the charger, and you put your HDMI if you are using this modern television, or you use the AV if you are using the box TV, will still have AV. The the USB port, you don't use it for now, only if you want to charge a device. This one you don't use it, and this one you put your white cable from the wall or from the dish. After doing this, now you have to call the multi-choice. You have to call Dstv to do the activation. Remember, this model doesn't have a card. It's actually your card is built inside the chips, so we don't need the chips. That's all you need. And for this, for you to do the activation, after you connect what we just explained now, after you connect it, after you connect all your power cable, your HDMI cable, your LMB cable, now you have to call multi-choice to activate your decoder. And then after you connect this, you should have on your DSTV setting, you should have your channel 100, which actually showing you that you got a proper signal to be able to do your activation. So now when you do your activation, for you to do your activation, you have to register this decoder. You have to register this decoder with multi-choice, and for that you need to have with you the ICU number. And remember, the ICU number is at the back of the decoder. The ICU number is at the back of the decoder. This is your ICU number. You can see ICU number is on the back of the decoder. So multi-choice, the call center will ask you the ICU number, and then they will ask you the serial number. So the ICU number is here and the ICU number. So you must write it down because multi-choice will ask you that. After you got your IC number, you must also have your ID number and name and surname, of course, because they're gonna ask you who you are with your ID number and your name and surname. They're gonna ask you your telephone number. They're gonna ask you also, the call center will ask your telephone number, and you also have to think about what bouquet you're gonna use. What bouquet are you going to use so that to determine how much you're going to be paying per month? So after you got those elements, if you are in Johannesburg, you will call 011-289-2222. That is the call center of Johannesburg. If you are in another part of South Africa, you can just go to the menu by pressing this button. You go to call center, a number, and then you see some call center there, and then that will be able for you to see the number of the town you are or the number of the country you are in Africa. So it's better you go to menu if you don't know. Now, if you got your call center number, you call them, give them all the information I just named it so far, and then you choose your bouquet. You choose your bouquet and they do the subscription, and then you have your decoder register with DSTV, and you'll be ready to watch your channel. I'm going to show you practically how to do the wizard setup, because after you do that, you must do also the wizard setup on the television so that you'll be able to have all your bouquet. Before we go to a practical indication, I will invite you, if you did enjoy this content, please do some subscription and share the video for those who need it. While you do the subscription, you subscribe, because on this channel we only share knowledge in technical field. We're gonna help all of us. So together we grow, together we share, and we